This video could actually have several titles. It could have been disaster movie, it could have been all sorts. Anyway, I'll explain what's happened and why we've got the title Losing the Plot, because yesterday, despite having me blooming Clio for 18.5 years and knowing it's a diesel, I managed to put £4 of petrol, which is just less than 3 gallons, right? It had some in, and luckily I managed to drive home, right? I got home with it, and anyway, I called my mate and he's come round today, and we've siphoned all the fuel out, the petrol diesel mix, and bled the rest out, pumped a load out and bled the rest out, etc., and started it up and ran it a bit. Anyway, so I went out for a test drive, and the good news is that it seems to have done it good, because it's flushed the crap out the pump and the injectors. You know, it appears to start, there's no damage, and it appears to start and run better than it did before. So, you know, I suppose that's got to be a bonus, hasn't it? You know, that's got to be a bonus. Anyway, on my test run, I went to see Roy and tell him the good news, you know. I mean, mind you, in my defence, right, in my defence, I used a Shell garage, because what happened is, I've not been very well this week for the first few days, and yesterday I felt a bit better. I thought, right, I'll go and fill my car up, and just to warm it up, I thought I'll go across town, you know, to the garage there. And as I say, in my defence, the two nozzles together are petrol nozzles. There's not a petrol and diesel nozzle, as there is at most, right? So, and I know someone else did exactly the same. In fact, both my friends have done the same, put the wrong fuel in, you know. So, but dear, anyway, we've got away with it, as I say, and the car appears to be running better than it was, because it's starting better and smoking less. So, you know, we're all right. Anyway, this video, it could have lots of titles, right? It could be Lincolnshire's drowning, because everywhere's flooded and it's heavy rain as we speak, right? Still today, and the flooding has never been as excessive as it is at the minute. You know, a lot of Lincolnshire's low, as you know. Not in the hills, you know, Ulsby we're all right. They'll be all right there. I'm all right here, because I'm uphill. You know, so that's what's happened. Anyway, as I say, we've got away with something. The only problem is, the biggest problem of all is me, because I can't undo the fact that I put petrol in my diesel car without thinking. So I've got to slow down and think twice before I do anything. You know, it's that's the bit I can't sort of forgive myself for doing. By the way, this is a dangerous crossroad. We just passed one I was going to tell you about. That one there, there's lots of crashes, but the one I was going to tell you about a little while ago, before, there's lots and lots of crashes there, because people don't look properly. They're too impatient, right? That's the main reason. And at the end of this bit of straight here, there's often a speed camera van, so we don't worry about that. I drive at speed limits, as I think you know. So I thought I'd just give you a chat and tell you, well, a bit of bad news, that I've lost the plot and put petrol in my diesel car that I've had for 18.5 years, but also the good news, we've cured the job, right? We've got the job done, and it appears to have made it run a bit better. So that's, as I say, you know, we've survived it. That's what I'm saying. But lesson learned, well, we'll see. I doubt I'll do that again. Well, in the near future, let's say, you know, but I'm going to have to slow down and stop and think more, because it is getting to be a bit of a problem. You know, it really is. My absent-mindedness, which I've always had, it's got a lot worse with age, and it's got even worse this last 2 or 3 months. So, you know, but at least my short-term memory might not be very good now. Well, it might be non-existent nearly. I can remember yesterday. I can remember going to the garage and doing it, but I can't remember last night. But that's, my friends are the same, at the same age as me. Right, so that's all my news. We've escaped, right? We've not come to too much damage, and you know, and my car's escaped, and the test run was very successful, as you can see. So I thought I'd just show you that. So if you know, if it ever stops raining, we may get out and show you a bit more. Oh, there's a crashed car there, by the way. I meant to tell you about that. And where we're coming up to now, on the left, just where I stopped the video, is the field where I did the ploughing on my field. So you might like to go back and have a look at that. Right. So, good and bad news, eh? Or bad and good news, whichever you want to put it.